Hello and welcome to Module 1. Our first vocal move is called straight tones. And in this module, we will learn about this simple yet remarkable vocal move. You know what? Straight tones are deceptively powerful. And singers who have mastered the art of singing with straight tones bring a special and authentic dimension into their vocal performance. You ready? Let's go. So by the end of this module, you will be able to understand what straight tones are, understand its importance, recognize and identify the 4 different types of straight tones, learn how singers apply these straight tones into their singing, and finally, to identify the type of straight tones that singers employ into their vocal performances, and what moment of impact it creates for us, the audience. I found this quote that beautifully describes the essence of singing with straight tones, and it says, "There's an enchanting quality in singing that's straightforward and unembellished. The beauty lies in the clear and the honest delivery of the melody." For me, this quote states that a simple vocal move like this can draw people in with its honesty, simplicity, and its unembellished quality. It's an understated approach to singing, but it has its way to enchant us, the listeners. So what are straight tones? It's when the singer sings in straight lines. There's no curving, no curling, no shaking, and no vibrato. And what I mean by shaking is that the vibrato is intentionally taken out. Each note is held in straight lines. Another way to describe it is when singers sing in a steady tone and intensity. They hold the tone and the intensity and the volume from the onset, the start of the note, throughout the middle and the body of the note, all the way to the end, the offset of the note. So why are straight tones important? So number 1, the clarity of lyrics. It helps the audience to understand the lyrics and the message of the song. So how does this happen? Well, straight tones enhance the clarity and the intelligibility of the lyrics. So taking out the vibrato, the embellishments, the vocal riffs and runs, we as the listener get a chance to just focus in on the lyrics and to clearly understand what the words being sung are about. And so straight tone singing allows the listener to easily follow along and connect with the lyrics. And secondly, emotional impact. It creates emotional impact. We speak in straight tones. And so this creates an authentic and a relatable quality to our sound. Straight tone singing can create a sense of emotional sincerity. So whether you're conveying vulnerability, strength, or any other emotion, straight tone singing can elicit a really powerful response from the listener. Before we continue, I really want to drive this idea home, so let me quickly demonstrate something. So if I was to sing the first verse of Falling by Harry Styles, I could choose to sing it with many beautiful vocal runs in every phrase. I could basically show off everything that I have, or keep things really simple. So have a listen to both options and see which one that you connect with the most. Forget what I said, it's not what I meant, and I can't take it back. I can't unpack the baggage you left. Or I could keep things really simple. Forget what I said, it's not what I meant, and I can't take it back. I can't unpack the baggage you left. Okay, so you might think the first one sounds really cool, a bit over the top, a bit too much, but notice how you're only listening to the voice, right? All those things, all those vocal embellishments that I added in, it's distracting you from actually listening to the lyrics. Whereas in the second one, it's simple, it's straightforward. I was stingy with my vibrato. I mostly sung using straight tones. And as a singer, I think it does the job for me. It helps me to connect with you, the audience. So I hope I was able to demonstrate my point. Okay, so what are the different types of straight tones? Number 1, we have the neutral straight tones. There's no breath. And number 2, the breathy straight tones. And the amount of breath being passed through depends on you. You have a choice. Essentially, singers can learn to switch on and off the breath to achieve different sonic effects. Again, this comes back to that empowerment piece. For us as the singer, we get to make choices, right? We get to be in control. So let's unpack this a bit more. Number 1, neutral straight tones. It's a clean and a clear sound. It sounds smooth and consistent, like singing each note with the same level of intensity. Let's listen to Jamie Cullum, a UK jazz singer, who sings with beautifully held straight tones.
If I expected love when first we kissed, blame it on my youth. If only just for you I did exist, blame it on my youth.
And number 2, breathy straight tones. Singers like to add different amounts of breath and air to their sound, giving it a softer and a more intimate quality. This creates a gentle, a delicate, and a more emotionally expressive sound. So let's listen to Joy Crooks, a young UK jazz soulful pop singer whose breathy straight notes are really, really dreamy.
Wondering eyes, I see them all the time while we roam east to west, just for you in my Sunday's best. Do those looks mean much more? 'Cause you're so far from home. The crack in your eye invited all of this light. I know you're the type to take waiters with all your emotions, but don't you forget, so you crawl into my bed.
Let's put this concept into practice. I'm going to test your ears. Again, I'll play a small section of 4 different songs, and I want you to identify which type of straight tone that they're using.
Some days I wanna do nothing and I just wanna be the best of me. Even though sometimes I forget to breathe, so that I can be the best for you. And that's all I wanna do. I'm going through changes. I'm going through changes. Yes, I'm going through changes. Don't mean that I'll change. Yeah, I'm going through changes. I'm going through changes. Yes, I'm going through changes. Don't mean that I'll change.
Great, Justin was using neutral straight tones. Yep, Billy coated each straight note with different amounts of breath.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believed in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know, she wouldn't say. I said something wrong, now I long for yesterday.
He meant to use breathy straight tones.
只剩下钢琴陪我弹了一天，睡着的大提琴，安静的久久的。我想你已表现得非常明白，我懂，我也知道，你没有舍不得。你说你也会难过，我不相信。牵着你背着我，也只是曾经。希望他是真的比我还要爱你，我才会逼自己离开。
Nice, and Jay chose to sing his notes with neutral straight tones. Let's move on to the next section. How do singers apply straight tones? Number 1, by holding onto the vowels. Number 2, by holding onto the consonants. Number 3, by holding onto notes for different lengths. Number 4, by playing around with different dynamics and expression. Number 1, by holding onto vowels. Singers can choose to hold onto different vowel sounds within a phrase by elongating vowel sounds like E, A, Ah. Singers can learn to produce a sustained and a consistent tone. Number 2, by holding onto consonants. Singers can emphasize straight tones by sustaining consonant sounds at the beginning or the end of the lyrics. For example, holding onto the S consonant in the word misty can create a clear and focused straight tone. Number 3, by holding onto notes for different lengths of time. Singers can hold straight tones for longer durations for emphasis. They can choose to hold them at specific moments or on specific words in a song to create different moments of impact. For example, they might incorporate straight tones during sustained notes at a high pitch to build tension. Think Whitney Houston. And I will always love you. And finally, by playing around with dynamics and expression, singers can use straight tones to convey different emotions. Singers can experiment with variations in volume, intensity, and color while maintaining the consistent tone. For example, using a softer straight tone during a gentle and intimate section of a song can create a delicate and an emotive effect. Okay, it's time to look at 2 different case studies now. Here I want you to listen out for 4 different things. Number 1, the type of straight tone. Number 2, the characteristic and the quality of these straight tones. Number 3, the application of these straight tones. And finally, number 4, the moment of impact that these singers create. So for our first case study, we have Taylor Swift's acoustic rendition of Cardigan. I personally gravitate towards acoustic. I find that I can hear their voice more and the production isn't overdone. It's just the voice and the instrument. So let's tune into where she's placing those neutral straight tones.
Vintage tea, brand new phone, high heels on, cobblestones. When you are young, they assume you know nothing. Sequin smile, black lipstick, sensual politics. When you are young, they assume you know nothing. But I knew you dancing in your Levi's, drunk under a streetlight. I knew you, hand under my sweatshirt, baby, kiss it better. And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite.
Number 1, the type of straight tone that she's using is neutral. There's no breath coming through her sound. Number 2, I would describe her sound as honest, sincere, truthful, warm, and relatable. Number 3, how does she apply these neutral straight tones? Well, if you notice, she's singing 99% of her verse and chorus with neutral straight tones. We can hear her dropping her vibrato onto 2 syllables. Only 2. So again, she's being really stingy with her vibrato, and that's really cool because it's not distracting us. And finally, what moment of impact does she create for us? For me, it's the subtle moment of impact. It's sweet, delicate, and soft. There's a vulnerability in the way she's talking to us. And it's a great tactic to build a connection with your audience. It's as if Taylor is speaking and singing to us directly into our ears. Okay, let's keep going. Now, our next singer is Chet Baker. And I'll be really honest, when I first heard this song, I immediately skipped it. I didn't give the song a chance. I didn't give his voice a chance. I think it was because I was so used to listening to ballads and songs with all of these beautiful high notes and embellishments that when he popped up on my playlist, it was foreign and unfamiliar to my ears. But years later, when I was in London, I was living in a basement and I was home alone at night. This song popped up and it brings so much nostalgia and memories. It transports me back to that moment in time. There's something so simple and luscious about the way Chet sings. So let's have a listen to it together and I invite you to stay with it.
Almost flew, almost doing things we used to do. There's a girl here and she's almost you. Almost all the things that you promised with your eyes, I see in hers too. Now your eyes are red from crying. Almost blue, flirting with this disaster became me. It named me as a fool to be. Almost blue, almost touching it will almost do. There's a part of me that's always true, always. All the things that you promised with your eyes, I see in hers too. Now your eyes are red from crying. Almost you, almost me. Almost blue.
Okay, so here are my observations. Number 1, the type of straight tone that Chet uses are breathy ones. Number 2, I would describe his sound as soft, intimate, melancholy. There's a hint of sadness. It's dark, it's whispery, and it's airy. Number 3, how does Chet apply his breathy straight tones? Well, Chet is very stingy with his vibrato, just like Taylor. And as a singer, being stingy with one's vibrato, especially in this genre of music, jazz, completely welcomed and encouraged. Jazz requires singers to be really deliberate and intentional with their vibrato. Not a lot is needed. And so in this example, we can hear Chet mostly singing in straight tones. And if we listen closely enough, we can hear him coating each lyric with breath, and it's so beautiful. And finally, number 4, what moment of impact does he create for us? Again, it's those subtle ones. His storytelling, he's essentially taking us on a journey, an emotional journey. He's a great example that you don't need a big, powerful voice in order to create a connection or impact for your audience. So, before we finish, let's recap. What are straight tones? They're steady in tone and intensity. There's no curving, no curling, no shaking, and no vibrato. There's 2 different types of straight tones, the neutral ones and the breathy ones. Why are straight tones important? They do 2 things. They give clarity to the lyrics that you're singing. And number 2, this helps create an emotional impact for your audience. And finally, when, where, and how do singers apply these straight tones? They do this in 4 different ways. By holding onto the vowels or the consonants. They can play around with different lengths of time. And finally, they can play around with different dynamics and expressions. Before we go, let's take a look at this quote together. The most beautiful singing is achieved when there's honesty and purity in the voice. Straight tones have a power that captivates the soul of the listener. Isn't that such a beautiful quote? I'll just let that sink in. That's it for this module. Well done. You've completed the first module. And I just want to say thank you for learning about straight tones with me. I hope it wasn't overwhelming. As always, take a moment to celebrate yourself. Learning new things takes a lot of repetition. So go back, rewatch some parts of this module if you need to. Start paying attention to your favorite singers and notice what kind of straight tones that they're using. But before we head into the second module, I invite you to leave your thoughts, feelings, and learnings that you received from this module. As a teacher, it gives me really good feedback into what resonated with you and what landed for you. So give yourself a little break, walk around the park, go to the gym, drink some water, get some lunch. I'll see you in the second module. Bye-bye.